Hi everyone, how are you? Lisa here with all things health, healing, and beyond. How's everybody today? I'm doing well. So I was on a bike ride today and I got a message that I just wanted to share because I know this has been happening with me because the energies, yes, we're talking about the energies again that are coming in to Earth to assist us to shift our vibration to higher states of consciousness, to break from this polarity of the matrix that we're in, right? The control, the lies, the illusion. So these energies are here to help us move into feeling the joy, the peace, and the sovereignty that we have inside, right? To let go of what's not serving us. So for me, and I'm sharing this because I know a lot of people have reached out that they're feeling the same thing. And I did make a post of all these different energies. Feelings, physical, emotional, and spiritual, that people are feeling because of these energies, and a lot of people are relating. So what's been happening for me, I've been having these crazy dreams, like seriously, like bizarre, people from the past, people from the present, things that I thought I released, and everything is just intertwined like this. And there's no separation. It's going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And it feels a little bit dark. But the message I got today is because things are shifting and we have to raise our vibration, right? These things are coming up for us to heal. We don't need these lessons anymore. We don't need to recreate situations in our life from these past things that we may or may not have healed or not, right? Sometimes we don't heal these things from the past and they show up in our life in different circumstances to break that karmic bond, right? So these things are coming up like a movie. It looks like a movie and it doesn't make sense. And you can't make sense if I try to think about it when I woke up about why did I think of this person or this situation? Why did it present like that? I feel anxiety in my gut, right? And it's like it's right in the pit of my stomach. And when I know I feel that, I know that I shouldn't be thinking in that way because those are lower thoughts that I'm thinking, they're being released. So anytime there's doubt or fear or uncertainty, every once in a while, I'll get this ping in my gut and I'll stop myself from thinking these thoughts because we're not required to think of these anymore. So it's just a clue for me. Everybody may have their own point where they're being nudged, don't go there again. So for me, it's feeling that in the pit of my stomach. So that's been happening a lot. And also I see that manifestations are coming so quick. So when we talk about manifestations too, it's imperative that we watch our thoughts and really think about what we really desire, because good or bad, these things are coming in fast, right? The veil is thinning. So I was talking on a call yesterday, and the key point to manifestation is when you think about what you desire, right? It's imperative to think a high feeling thought with that, something that brings you joy, to connect that, to neuralink the thought of the desire with a feeling that is a higher vibration of happiness, joy, excitement, right? Because if we're thinking of that thing, we still might be stuck in feeling of lack and doubt and not good enough. And we're not going to be able to attract what we're desiring because we're still coming from that lower consciousness. I keep looking over, sorry, my phone keeps going off. We keep thinking of those lower consciousness, lower vibrational feelings, and we're not going to attract that. We're going to attract that, right? So it's important to really think about what you desire, the reason that you want it, and how it's going to make you feel when you acquire it, right? Because that releases that self-doubt and negativity that can trickle in. Even if we're unaware of it, it could be subconscious that we repressed or suppressed, right? So think about that higher feeling thought. That's really important for manifestation. And now's the time, right? You want to be happy. You want to put yourself in peace. You want to be in joy. You may find that your relationships are changing, right? There could be people you still love them. You know, you still love them in your life. I mean, not in your life, you still love them. You know, you might have compassion and you're feeling that, you know, you're really happy for whatever they're doing, but maybe they're not vibrating at a level where you are and moving in the same direction, and they may trigger things that you want to move out of, right? So it's okay, right, to move out of these relationships, to set your boundaries with family and put yourself first. It's important now for you to put yourself in that higher space of what's going to make you happy. And when you're in the space of making you happy, the other people will conform to that if they're meant to be there, or new people are going to show up, and then other situations are going to occur. And that just reminded me. So when you're thinking of something that you desire, right, you say it in a positive way. And when you say it, I think it was Jack Canfield, I think, I'm not sure, or John Assaraf, maybe, I think it was Jack Canfield. When you say something and have that thought for 17 seconds, or maybe it was the Hicks. Okay, so yeah, so you think of that for 17 seconds, right? That's going to create another thought upon another thought, another thought, another thought, to get you into a higher space. And that's another way of guiding you onto your soul's path and your soul's mission, bringing you up to higher states. And that's what it's about, right? There's so much going on in the world. There's so much distraction. I share with you my views, take them or leave them. You don't have to. You know, first, you know, I talk about the Schumann resonance, and I talk about the KP index, right? And I'm not going to explain on here what those two mean, because I feel you should go look at that yourself, right? I wouldn't Google it, maybe do DuckDuckGo or go into Telegram and look for those answers there, because the media and other sources of what we're used to using are very controlled. Again, this is my opinion. But when you do your research on these things on platforms to get an opinion that's open, right, you'll be able to come to your own answers. And the way that you know it's true is how does it make you feel? Again, it's going back to how it feels, right? You know when something feels right, right? Because it's not a force of a solution. When you can't make a decision, don't force a solution, right? When it's right, you know it's right, and it's easy. So when the knowledge comes to you of what's right and wrong, true or false, how does it make you feel, right? And if it makes you feel like, yeah, that makes sense, or gives you joy or happy, or, you know, or does it give you fear or control, or being scared, like you're in a narcissistic relationship, right? Being, you know, controlled, you know, I'm a bad little girl, I better do it this way, right? Or does it make you feel good or peace, or feel like it's right and feel in the flow, right? That's where you want to go, right? You want to be able to go to that higher state. So even with all the other things that are going on, right? The media doesn't always tell us the truth, right? There's a big use of green screens, and it's amazing. A friend of mine put a post up today about a green screen and what actually was created, right, that we see. And she was standing in a green screen on another, you know, it was a split thing. It's very interesting. And somebody, I heard them say, like, a television program, if you break that down, tell a lie to vision program, right? I don't know. I just wanted to say that. So again, you know, this is my truth, and I live my life for whatever makes me comfortable, whatever makes me happy. Whether people agree with it or don't agree with it, it doesn't matter, because this is my life and this is your life. And you have to do what makes you happy, brings you peace, makes you feel comfortable. That's what it's about. It's living in that peace and bliss, right? It's not about what other people think. And I put that program together, Crystalline Hula Hoop, which I trademarked, and it's about living in your own little hula hoop, right? There's different meanings of that, right? Minding your own business and, you know, just being in your space, it's going to give you joy and happy. And if things are not doing that, then change your perception of what you're looking at, right? Things can happen like this. You can look at something and then your thought changes, and that situation that you were looking at and had this one vision about, or this one thought process about, now it changed, right? So things change instantaneously, right? It's the way we perceive things. So you want to have a life of your dreams, your vision. We can be anything that we want to be, and I'm 58 years old saying this. Yes, you can, right? You can live your life now, right? Under your control, being sovereign. There's a million ways of living a sovereign life, right? It's just breaking through and knowing that you can, right? So that's about it. That's all I have to say. I hope this all made sense. I hope everybody has an amazing Monday and a great rest of the week. Okay, bye for now. See you.